Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the processing of materials and how it relates to material science. So um, we use a tool called Fusion 360 to design our parts for moldability, and then we can simulate what the processing event will be like. So these computers can crunch what a molding machine will do and how the part will respond in a particular type of resin, a type of plastic that we've chosen. So the material that we are looking at is a nylon, and the nylon it runs hot. So to go from a pellet form where it comes into pellets through this hopper here, it goes into the screw in the barrel, and then this plunger pushes it all into the mold. And the mold cools and the part solidifies and comes out. And so here's a simulation that explains how the material goes from a solid form to a liquid form and back to a a solid form. So we're gonna heat up some little pellets. We're gonna push them into the mold. They're gonna start cooling, and away it goes. So here's a simulation. Let's see here if it can. Um, so here we go. So the material is flowing through the part, through the mold cavity. It's going out towards venting here, and it's solidifying. So it takes 1.25 seconds to complete, and it's going to require another 8 seconds to pack out and to cool. And then we want to get a final part shape. So this is the cooling, the molding and cooling process here. And so we can simulate all this within Fusion 360, and it's a great place to learn about how we process the materials. We can look at some things like the time in packing out and the pressures and the temperatures all within this. So we can go up and we can go back to the simulation, and we can go to the results page, and this is the material flowing through here. So again, it's a very similar event that shows you how the material flows through the mold and how it's cooling within 1.25 seconds. So it gets in there pretty quick. And so we can then kind of look at different materials. So that's nylon. So let's get out of here, and we're going to go to design. And in design, we have the ability to take the component and right click and say, let's change the physical material. So if we change the material here, we can pick from a material library here that will make those simulations work. So we come down to plastics down here, and these are some basic materials: ABS, acetal, acrylic, carbon fiber, reinforced polymers, epoxies, that's a thermoset, glass-filled reinforced plastics. So we have a number of materials. Here's this nylon 6.6 that we just simulated right here. So we then can move on, and we can kind of play with materials and look at their pricing and how they will perform under strength and under molding. So this is where you select it. So just real quick, if you're in and you're playing around with this part that we're molding, and we've got our runner in, and we know where the plastic's going to come in, we can change the material. So we can go to insert, or excuse me, we right click on this, and we go physical materials, and then this table pops up, and we can go down to plastics to choose different types of materials. So to calculate the weight, the shot, the amount of material that's shot into the mold, things like that. So this is a great place to go to play around with materials in Fusion. Okay, that's it.